Hey guys, so I got this cabinet as a gift. I love the cabinet, but I just don't like the color. So I want to do a DIY on this cabinet, and I went to Home Depot and they suggested I use a wood stain. So with this company, these are the colors that it comes in. So I chose the dark walnut because that matched the ambiance of my suite. And then you'll need your color of choice, your brush, your drop cloth, and gloves. So with the drop cloth, this is what you'll do. You'll put it on the floor to protect the paint from staining your floor. Okay, so let's get started. So I just dip the brush very lightly into the container and just use very light strokes, going from top to the very bottom of the cabinet. So what I did now is I just sped up the video so you can see the whole process. I applied about 3 to 4 layers with 5 minutes in between, give or take, each layer. And this is how it came out. So I let it dry for about 3 days. It was dry to touch, but it wasn't completely set. So I went back to Home Depot and they told me to use this sealant. I applied 1 layer of the sealant and let it dry for about 48 hours. And I bought an air purifier to get rid of the smell. And this is how it came out. Hey guys. So our next project is a flower wall. I always wanted to make a flower wall. You can make one this size or another size. So first what you want to use is a foam board. And then you want to get a glue gun. This is from Joanne. Then you want to grab your flowers, your lilies, roses, hydrangeas. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Some branches, dahlias, so I'm showing you the tags just in case you want to find the exact ones that I'm using. And you will need these long pliers, but I'll show you what you will need them for as we go along. So we're going to first start with the dahlias. So what you first want to do is remove the head of the flower from the stem. And it's very easy. So you just push it off the stem. And then we're going to use the stem to actually poke a hole into the foam board. So it's going to be very easy. You just grab the board you just poke a hole right in the board. And then you want to grab your flower and then just poke the tip of the flower into the hole. Stick it through. So for security, what you want to do is you want to grab your glue gun and add some glue for security. And then you want to grab your long hole pliers, and we're going to use this to cut off the stem to make it easier to poke our hole in the board. By doing this, we'll make the process go much faster. So now we're going to grab our next flower, which is the lily, and I just kind of measure it first and see how I want it to lay. And if I want to place it there, I'll just go ahead and poke the hole and put the flower in, and then secure it with the glue gun. So I wanted to show you these flowers. See, these flowers, their tip is different from the roses and the lilies. See? And I want to use that little small bouquet of that particular flower. So what I do is I put it back on the stem, and I grab my pliers and I cut it together with the stem. And then I just poke it into the board. And secure it. And this is how the first row looks. Okay, and this is how it looks so far. So I wanted to show you this as well. So as you're working, you may come across where the tip is not poking out. So what you'll do is you'll put your finger through the middle of the rose and you'll just push it, you'll force it out, so you'll be able to fit it right into the board. So I also wanted to show you, as you're working, you're going to run across where the hot glue is not coming out anymore. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab a new glue stick, and you're going to push it through, and it's going to force the remaining glue that's in the machine out, and then you just continue working. So what you're going to do now is you're going to grab your branches, and you're going to grab your glue gun, and you're just going to apply glue right on the bottom of the branch, and then just apply it to the corner of the board. And then I did the other side the same way. So now it's time to make room for the flower wall. So I had to remove my CBD banner. So I made a smaller one that I put on the other side. And you want to then grab some alcohol and clean the wall so it can stick really well. So you want to use these hanging strips, and you connect them just like this. And then what you want to do, you want to measure where you want to put those strips. And then attach the four corners. Grab your flower wall and push them down forcefully. And this is how it came out. And then I added additional branches in the middle. And that's not all. So I wanted to join the grass gang. So I bought 4 artificial grass off of Amazon, 60 by 40. I only used 2.5 packs, and this is how one looks. So I also left it on the wall for 5 days to make sure my method works. And here I'm marking where I want to put the adhesive clips. And these adhesive clips, you can place the zip tie in any of these 4 quads. From this seller, these clips hold up very well. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the adhesive clips where I made the marks. So I put 4 on the left, 4 on the right, 4 in the middle, 4 on the top, and 4 on the bottom. A total of 16 adhesive clips on one of these grass mats. So I wanted to give you a closer view of how to attach the mat to the adhesive clip. What you'll do is you'll take off one of the grass, and then you'll grab your zip tie and then I put the zip tie in the middle quad, and then I pulled it through, and then I attached it and locked it. And then I grab scissors and cut it off, and then attach the grass back and cover the adhesive clip. I measured all the other sections and pre-cut the grass for a quicker placement. And then I cut a little piece of grass to fill the hole and use a zip tie only to attach it. And then I used smaller shears to cut the remaining zip ties off. So I added some branches, some hydrangeas, and this is the final look. And that is part 1. Thanks for watching. Till next time, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell.